A pile of yellow sand seemed to come to life. It slowly piled up and took on the shape of a human being. Unexpectedly, it collapsed in an instant. However, the sand converged together again. Finally, it formed the body of a man, looking at the arm made of sand. He couldn't figure out how it had come to this. In despair, he looked into the distance. There was a necklace with his son's photo on it. The sand immediately reached out to grab it. However, the palm couldn't pick it up at all. This made the sand very angry. He reached out towards the necklace with all his might again. At this time, his palm also became stronger. This time, he finally picked up the necklace. The necklace slid into the palm of his hand. Looking at the photo of his son, he instantly remembered everything. His son was seriously ill, but he didn't have the money to treat him. In order to make his son healthy again, he had no choice but to embark on the path of crime. But soon he was discovered by the police. Facing the pursuit of the police, he had no way out and climbed over the fence. Unexpectedly, he fell into a sandpit. Before he could react, a beam of light shone on him. Then 3 robotic arms revolved around him. Seeing this, he tried to leap out, but was rebounded by the formed sand wall. As the speed of the robotic arms increased, the sand they stirred up was like bullets piercing through his skin, even passing through his blood vessels and muscles, and finally rushing into his jeans. And his jeans were also turned into sand. His palm gradually turned into sand and dispersed. Then the man let out a scream. Finally, his whole body turned into sand. When the pursuing police arrived, they found that the man had disappeared. There was only a pile of yellow sand left. The next day, he was resurrected again in the form of yellow sand. Thinking of his still seriously ill son, a huge amount of strength welled up in his body, supporting him to stand up slowly. Then he walked out, and the sand shell on his body gradually faded away. He turned back into a normal human being again. But as soon as he came to the street, he was discovered by the police. When the police caught up, the man's figure disappeared again. But looking at the sand that fell from the car, the police realized that the man was hiding in the sand. So they lifted the tarpaulin on the roof of the car. The sand in front of the car began to collapse. The police approached slowly with a shovel in hand. Just as he raised the shovel, soon, the sand converged into a hand in the air. Then a giant made of sand stood up. The police hurriedly raised their pistols and fired. Although all the bullets hit the giant, it had no effect at all. Instead, it even angered the giant. The giant immediately raised his fist. With one punch, he knocked down all the police. Then he turned into a cloud of flying sand and fled.